Day two. Day two. Oh my goodness. It was awesome. And we are celebrating. We're sitting on the couch with our cushions,
with our pillows,
having fun, and also having a question. Can you guys hear us? We will
yes,
make sure that
please
it
let us
sounds
know.
good, because we're testing a different mic. Oh, I think it is. Can you pick up all of our voices? Let me know.
Yes.
Also, let me know if you are tuning in from Project 1 Million, if you're a Project 1 Million person.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going well? I'm just going to do a little check, sound check. Can you guys hear us?
Yes, please let us know.
Oh, yeah, I think it's working. Okay, cool.
Yeah?
Nice.
Okay.
If you're a Project 1 Million person, let us know if you are enjoying the event. And today we have a very special topic in mind, a very juicy one, which is, when was the moment that we knew it was possible? But before we do that, I want to make a special introduction. Can we have that on the screen? A short introduction. Papa Emily! Everybody say hi, Dad! Yeah! So, oh my goodness! This is what happens at an after party. Myann shaved today. Oh my goodness! So sorry about that. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. You saw it live over here. Dad, do you have some words of wisdom for our beautiful participants? We're just a little bit tired, everyone of us here, because it's almost 12 p.m. and well, no, it's almost 11 p.m. I cannot even read the time properly anymore. But we are very excited. So yes. I'm gonna have Josie kick off the episode. But first, let's do our show reel. And by the way, while the show reel is happening, comment below where you're tuning in from. Let's go. So, welcome everybody once again. Josie, you kick it off.
I'll take it away. You guys, it's been such a powerful day, but like before, during, and after Project 1 Million Day 2. So we are very energized and so is the camera. But yes, I love this topic. And when Tjibaria suggested this, I had to think a little bit, because a couple things came to mind for me about when's the moment that I realized it was actually possible. And one thing really stands out in my mind, and I think that you'll remember my energy after this, is when I went to an event in Miami called GrowthCon, and it was our mentor Grant Cardone held an event in Miami. And I flew over there. It was like a year and a half ago now. But I flew over there and like met everyone, met all our mentors, and just spent 3 days in Miami. Loads of cool people on the stage. But aside from like all the amazing celebrities that I saw on stage, or meeting all these different amazing people, what really stuck with me is actually the salespeople that like I met, because also being in sales, and it just seeing them operate and seeing them as a team and their mission, and they were all on one. You could tell from their energy and the way they spoke to everyone, they were all on one mission, and they were so good at what they did, and this event was so well put together, and it just made me realize, one, I'd been thinking too small because of this. And two, there is so much out there and so much possible. And if you think that you're at a certain level and maybe you can't go any further than that, there is always so much further you can go. And it really, I think I remember you saying to me that my energy like had shifted a little bit. It really opened my eyes to, there is so much possible out there. And I think that really sticks in my mind as a time where I was like, damn, this one, I've been thinking too small. Two, I came back to the team and was like, right, we need to do this. And it gave me a spur on. So I think that's what sticks out for me.
You are a proper tiger, like,
I was like, guys, we got to do this. So yeah, I would
I like
say
that.
that event.
And it also goes to show the power of mentors, because what I always feel is interesting is that it's like it's a practice what you preach type of thing. As a speaker or as a group of speakers, when we're facilitating transformation through an event like this, we always say tips, right? We say find a mentor, invest in yourself, take action, do this, do that. But it's exactly all of those things that we do ourselves, because that is like, it's not just like sharing those tips. We implement those tips because it gets us to our next level. And I've always seen that as well with, in your specific case, being surrounded by those people, which is also why we're hosting our retreat with 3 days. We are very excited for you guys to be surrounded by these crazy individuals and others from our team. And it's going to be really, really epic. But yeah, I love that one very much.
Yeah.
How about you, Myann? When did you know?
Before I want to express my opinion, I'm really curious about Josie's this part of sharing. May I also further ask you why you go to Miami? Why you go to this camp?
Party in the city with the heat is on. I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Miami. Do you know the amount of times I listened to that song while in Miami? I was walking down the street like living the life.
And we sent us a lot of videos living the life. It
Yeah.
was so much
I
fun.
was like, I have to send you guys everything. Great question. Number one, I think Miami is really cool. I loved Miami, and like the thought of just being in Miami. Yeah, like it's Miami. I was like, yeah. And yeah, so that was one thing. But two, I wanted to be in person with those people, and because these mentors like Grant Cardone, we've been learning from for years now, but also everyone on his team that we learn from every single day. And there's some of those people have really personally helped me in my business. I know you remember this one time I had a piece of advice from one of them, and it really
I was about to say
no everyone
inside joke.
I knew I was trying to like stir your mind away from that. I'll tell you later. No. But one time I had a piece of advice from one of them that actually later that week allowed me to close my first diamond deal. So these were really powerful people, and I knew that learning from them over like online was amazing, and I had seen so much results, but I knew that if I was in person with them and just being able to shake their hand or being able to hear them speak and just see them in action, and I was watching them like sell and everything, I knew that would just bring me to a different level. And in my mind, it was a no-brainer. As soon as that ticket was offered to me, I was like, right, how do I make that happen?
And also, it was something that, how do I say this? Like, you applied, like all rich people, the principles of OPM to make it happen. And that was a really powerful thing as well. And I'm really proud of you doing that, because again, it's not just us saying, oh, you guys should do this. No, it's practice what you preach. And you did that so beautifully and monetize that trip by coming back, closing a huge deal, which was, I think, a monumental moment for you also in your whole growth journey.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That event and everything.
Shout out to the Cardone team.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, because actually I see there is a twist over there. First, according to your sharing, I really impressed, and I will see. Okay, I see the just like what I mentioned yesterday, the tribe you are surrounding is so crucial.
Yeah.
And then the tribe also elite your vibe. It's a ignition I see the ignition because of them, and in it you see another level of you which you never see, but they believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Very important point.
And that is
Comment that below.
that is the point, the change point. Honestly, that change point, most of the time, my personal experience is a blind spot. You by yourself, you never know. You by yourself, you never discover it until, or maybe just like me, my experience is totally different from Josie. What if I resonating with this question? I would say, okay, I experienced the deepest part, the darkest side, the most extreme, push you back to the wall, and then no way to go, and then you have to change. Otherwise, you die or both. No way. Just one way, and then you make a change. At that moment, if you really make a change and you forced to make a change, or even okay, I surrendered and then I make a change, then you really don't know what will it be. But I think that is the miracle happens. And when that moment happens, all the angels comes to you, or maybe you still have to face something so-called chaos, difficulties, and so on. But that is the power, because you already so how to say, it's so desperate to, okay, I don't want to stand at that, for example, a toxic relationship, a toxic career, a dumb business, or even a dumb self. Okay, so I call myself all the time. You are so you don't want to be that me again anymore. And that's why. But you don't know. If you did know, you already be there, right?
True.
And
Very true.
that's why you don't know. And just like Josie,
And if you don't know,
she really don't know how far she can fly, unless someone tell, okay, actually, at least you can see me how far I fly. At least you can do what I already done. And maybe, of course, I want you to more far higher than me, much great than me. And that is a very, very beautiful, but somehow to my physical touch, I would say a little bit, no, not a little bit, it's really painful to somehow, just like why I asked you go to Miami. I do think at the very first stage, they ask you to go, you really fear. Of course, fear and excitement. If our fellow sisters, fear and excitement is just a little twist. Actually, they are the same. But how you feel, how you tune yourself feeling the excitement instead of feeling the fear, and that is the point. And why Josie ultimately, Miami, because she knows at the other side of the world, so many nice people will welcome her, bring her to another level, and that is a very hold you accountable beauty. Is it?
Yeah. You're 100% right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I talk too much, but this is really my humble sharing, because
are you a speaker by any chance?
all everything happens in a reason. Okay, so that am I also answering the questions?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
So we have two examples here. One, back against the wall, there is no other way but up, which is what happens. It's like the thing where you hit rock bottom, and then there's no other way but to actually, you're forced to change yourself. And you had changing yourself because you're looking up to some people that are saying, hey, we can actually help you doing this, and you choose it. It's still scary, but then you choose to do it, and you're being surrounded in that. And then you're seeing like, this is possible, and I have to, and let's go and do it.
Yeah,
really
and
nice.
actually, it's fun. Like it's fun,
It
and
is. It becomes very addictive as well. Don't you
Yeah.
feel that?
Yeah.
Like business and success
yeah.
becomes.
And I don't know if you
addictive.
feel it, but like I mean, I do know you guys feel it actually.
Mm.
Once you see it, there's no going back.
Yeah.
Once you see that level, there is no
You
going
can't
back to your.
unsee it.
Yeah, you just can't go back.
Because
so,
you are already there.
Yeah.
Actually, you are already there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what I love also about that concept, because I really, this is just such an aha moment for me a few weeks back when my dad said, like, no, it's not like becoming, or it's not like you're so close. Because if you're saying I'm so close to it, it means that you're kind of also manifesting the fact that there is still a gap,
Yeah.
which isn't. Because if you're embodying that energy, it already is. And
Yeah.
like the thing, what I explained on that energy masterclass from, I don't know, 2 months ago or something, where it's like first you feel the energy bank, and then the reality bank, or the real life money bank will catch up with it. But it's like it is already there, and that's why we say your energy meets opportunities before we do, because you already embodied that first. And I think for me, there was like a lot of different moments where things happened, but there was, I want to talk about, let's just say, not one of the first moments, but I think a more recent moment where I really no. As Candace always says,
No.
you don't know, but we know. Or something like, you don't know, but we know, or something like that. But that was actually also using the word knowing, and I've heard that before, that it's about having the knowing. And I think what I personally like about us is that we're very coachable, and we listen to our mentors. If our mentor said this, we just do it. We trust our mentors, and we listen to the advice, and we implement it. And we're not like, oh, I know better, or no, that doesn't work for me. No, we just listen, because that's why you choose a mentor. You choose a mentor because they're ahead of you, and you want to listen to what they have to say, so that we can finally get the results that they have already been getting. And so I know that I was always like very coachable for doing different things, and saw results relatively quickly in my entrepreneurial journey, because I was just literally following the instructions, but with my own energy and flair and that sort of stuff. But that didn't mean that I didn't always really knew, like, okay, yes, we're going to build this $1 billion empire, which is what we now talk about so often. But then in doing that, and then as years passed by, there were a number of super big challenges that we faced as a company. And what has really allowed a certain click to happen in my personal experience was that the moment that we face a challenge, that at some point, and I really remember the moment that happened in my mind, there was like, wait a second, it's going to be okay. Because I know every challenge that we face, we make it through. As long as we keep the faith, as long as we keep moving forward, show up, don't quit, stay kind, because that's also a big pitfall. Sometimes what happens is that when people are not seeing the results that they want, they stop being kind or something. They're like, oh, this, that weird behavior. That's also very important, because our energy meets opportunities before we do. And so if a challenge happens, it's actually a test of life. And we're being thrown a curveball to see, hey, are we really ready for this next thing that we want? Because every one of us says, yes, I want to be a millionaire, but are we really ready for that? And so in the process of us building our vessel to really become that person that is ready to receive that, we're going to be thrown curveballs to see, hey, how are we handling those curveballs? Are we, as my sister always says, handling them with grace? And if you do handle your challenges with grace, God, universe, or whatever you believe will see, hey, yes, this person is in fact ready to receive this blessing. And so, yes, you may go to the next level. And what I had noticed at that particular moment in time that I am referring to right now was that, hey, we've been here before. And I can be rest assured that if I just do the next right thing, we're going to get out of this as well. We're going to go to the next level. We're going to overcome this. And then that became a muscle, knowing that every single time something challenging happens, and there's different challenges, right? At every stage of growth, there's different challenges. There could be mindset challenges, could be automation challenges, there could be correspondence challenges, there could be a ton of different ones. But at some point, once you see a challenge and you solve it, and you see another challenge and you solve it, and at some point you have this muscle where it's like, hey, yeah, this challenge is happening, but I know that we're going to get through this. This is just an opportunity to learn. This is a test. We're going to pass this test.
Yeah.
And that's what I want you guys to write down as well. You're going to pass your tests. When a challenge comes, see it as a test. See it as a beautiful test of life, not a test in school where you get an A or a B or whatever. No, a test of life, where if you overcome it with grace, your manifestation or your result is gonna not just come to you, but it's gonna come to you accelerated. As Master Krishna once said, you're gonna get Amazon delivered, but with Prime because you're passing the test with grace.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that one was really the one for me, like having that knowing, like, hey, I recognize it. I've been training this muscle.
Yeah.
You guys had that too, especially like when.
Yeah.
So true.
know,
And
something
also,
happens.
by the way, and on the other way around to think about is when you train up your muscle, you just imagine you go to the gym for the first time, you pick up the weight, maybe I can only take the 1 kilo weight. But once your muscle is trained, you can take a 5 kilo weight or even a 10 kilo weight.
Yeah.
Do you think you want to play with back to the 1 kilo K anymore? No, because you say it is just a teeny tiny thing. I don't want to play that level, so low level, right? And that's the point. In life, in business, the same. One difficulties will be bigger than another difficulties. One, your empire, your muscle, your life experience, your life growing in another level. And also at the same time, because you are trained up, you are geared up.
Exactly.
And with a very good tribe in your community, then you will be easier. Always say the riches or the wisdom, the wise people, of course they also feel difficulties or they feel even huge difficulties, but how they respond, how they react, how they see the angles, just like Tjibaria mentioned, how they see it is. Okay, is it really difficulties or just like, okay, I meet the big boss, I play it, okay, I go overcome it. It's just like a game. Woohoo! Okay.
Exactly. Can I just say one thing? Because I'm so inspired by what you just said. This is also what we always say to our students, because we basically have a thing within our community where people can ask questions for the rest of their lives. Like 24/7, they can ask questions. And we will be here for the rest of our life to support them. And what I always say to students, and we actually have to ask, like, drag it out of them, is that please ask questions, because there's a huge probability that whatever challenge you're facing, we've already faced it 1,000 times over. So if you say to me, oh, Tjibaria, I want to do this, but I don't know, like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, that's simple. Just do this. It's like, how much time does that save? How much
mind
our
power?
mind power.
Yeah.
This is so important. And the same we have with our mentors. Like,
Yeah.
we just ask this and that. And that's the blind spots thing coming over all the way back, because it's not your fault that you have that blind spot, because if you've never trained that muscle, like, how could you know how to solve it?
Yes, exactly. And that is the kind of leverage.
Yeah.
No matter you are doing investment, no matter you are doing say buying the property as said before, you don't put, if you have 100,000, you won't just buy 100,000 one house, right? You also do the leverage. Make use of your resources is also a leverage.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Borrowing your coach's time to save your time and maximize your result is a leverage.
Yeah.
So you know what to do.
Yeah.
1, 2, you know what to do.
I really want to say as well, I was dancing and now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yes,
You're pulling a misty.
yeah. I'm really glad that you brought this up as well, and you touched on this too. And I actually said this in my live video today. And this is a realization that I've had quite a few times over recently, and a while ago, but more recently, is reframing how you look at challenges. Instead of being like, oh, another challenge, like, okay, let's sort this out. Or like, for me, sometimes I still get nervous to call people or speak on the phone to people, and it's that feeling of like, oh, I don't want to do this. Instead of looking at it like that, reframe it to, okay, because I'm feeling this, or because this thing is coming up, that means I'm on the right path. That means I'm playing the game, because anyone ever successful that has a successful business has faced challenges or has
Yeah.
gone through that thing of, I don't want to reach out to this person, or I don't want to fix this in my system, or I don't want to, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they've done it anyway, and that's why they're where they're at. So instead of looking at it from a place of like, why is this happening, or I don't want to deal with this,
Why me?
tell them that it's human nature. Yes. Apart from, instead of that, look at it from like, get excited, be like, cool, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this because I'm on the right path and I'm playing the game. So that's something that's really helped me as well. And I have two backing singers for me here. But yeah, that's something like reframing, and instead of getting discouraged, get excited because you're on the right path. Yeah.
And then I was thinking because I felt inspired, but then I was like, what a beautiful moment of silence.
Yes.
I also think that some people that are watching this, they're like, these guys are pretty weird.
This is us after it's what time? 11 p.m. We've had a full day.
Oh, it's so funny as well because sometimes this is funny. I keep saying funny. Funny is the word. Of people saying that I'm very high energy, or that you guys are very high energy, but then sometimes at the end of the evening we're just like,
They don't. Yeah. Oh my God. They should have seen us yesterday. Last month.
I have a body, okay?
Yeah.
I have a body. We all have bodies. We all just get tired every now and again. Yeah. So, any questions? Oh, I actually do have one more thing to say, which is that you're not going to get the notion or the knowing. Sorry, not notion. The knowing. You're not gonna get the knowing unless you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
So unless you actually make the decision to take a step forward, you're never gonna experience what is possible. So that's why there are so many people that are stuck in, I think Master Shri called it purgatory. Like they're stuck in that level of, like, whether you call it middle class, or they're stuck in the level of like just getting by and living a good life instead of living a great life, because it's just like it's what Vicky said, right? That video about what's the most dangerous addiction. It is actually a salary, or it is having a comfortable situation where you're not pushed against a wall, where there's no other direction, or you're not inspired upwards by anybody. Then you're going to be stuck there. And it takes a very, 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 it takes a strong mind to say, okay, I've had enough. I want to go and do it. And that's why I am really proud of our participants. And yes, I sound very tired right now, and forgive us for our flaws, but we do have an incredible group that is sitting there for however many hours that we're sharing these different things, and it's so powerful. And that's a testament to you guys. So I just want to say we're super proud of you, and you guys are doing this. It's happening. It's already done. So I just want to say I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Also, please feel very free to send in questions if you want us to discuss anything in particular on any of these after parties, because they are a little bit more laid back. We just speak based off, whatever we feel like speaking about, and whatever questions we do get from you guys, or the conversations that we have with you guys. But they're ultimately there to just allow the material of the event to sink in a little bit deeper with some examples or personal experiences, so that you guys know that yes, success is a decision. And we sincerely hope with every passing day that you guys make the decision in your favor. You deserve it. You deserve to live the most beautiful life. You absolutely got this. You're ready. And I also think that if you weren't ready, you wouldn't be at this event. Because we're a pretty crazy group of people. You wouldn't have attracted us, or we wouldn't have attracted you, unless you actually were ready. So take that into your imagination as you're going to sleep later today, and wake up with the most beautiful, empowered energy to take on day number 3 tomorrow.
Yes.
Right. We see you tomorrow, guys.
See you tomorrow for another powerful day.
Subscribe. Oh, yeah.